everyone, this is our cross-cultural final presentation and we are going to sell sweet potato balls in Australia. And this is our team members. I'm Cai Yixin.
I'm Lin Fangchun.
I'm Lin Yixuan.
And I'm Zheng Wenzhen. Okay, let's start our presentation. This is our contents. There are 5 parts in our presentation. The first one is introduce sweet potato balls, and the second one is visible cultural elements. Third one is selling a Taiwanese product to Australia. The fourth is B2B cultural tips, and finally is our conclusion. First, let me introduce sweet potato ball. Sweet potato ball is a traditional Taiwanese snack and made of sweet potato and tapioca flour. It is easy to do. Just mash sweet potato and tapioca flour together and pitch them into small pieces of dough. Then roll the small pieces of dough into a small ball. Finally, fry all of the small balls until it becomes golden brown and crispy outside and chewy and soft inside. If you are ready to do it by yourself, you could buy it in every traditional night market in Taiwan. Next, I'm going to talk about the visible cultural elements in Australia. We choose Australia as our target market because we found Australians love to eat fried food and this country abounds with sweet potatoes. So due to these 2 reasons, we decided to promote sweet potato balls in Australia. Next, let's take a look at the religion. Look at this pie chart. We can see the main religion in Australia is Roman Catholic, and 22.2% of people have no religion. The 17.6% of people are Anglican. There are also many Islam, Hindu, and Buddhism in Australia because of the large scale of immigrants. Next is traveling. These following 5 pictures are the famous tourist attraction in Australia. The first one is Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is a multi-venue performing arts centers and designed by Danish architect Jon Utzon. It is one of the 20th century's most famous and distinct buildings. The second one is Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is a steel arch bridge which crosses the Sydney Central Business District and the North Shore. The bridge is nicknamed the Coast Hair because of its design. The third one is Sydney Tower. The Sydney Tower is the tallest construction and the second tallest observation tower in Southern Hemisphere. The Sydney Tower stands 309 meters. The fourth is a Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is a coastal city in Queensland. Gold Coast is famous for its subtropical climate, surfing beaches, and canal and waterway systems. Finally is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system. The Great Barrier Reef can be seen by outer space and is the world's largest single structure made by a living organism. Next, we are going to talk about arts. The Australian government is now focused on the creative and innovative industries. So, Australian arts is balanced towards individual innovation.
Hello, I'm Lin Yixuan. Next, I would like to introduce Australians' eating habits. And first, Australians, they don't eat animals with viscera. And second, Australians prefer strong flavors such as salty, spicy, and greasy, just like fried fish and chips. And then is BYO. The BYO is the abbreviation of Bring Your Own. It means when we attend a party or a banquet, the host may ask guests to bring their own dishes. Then they could share their dishes with each other. And through this way, people could enjoy various foods. And next is Australians' communication culture. The peach culture means they like to share personal space with others and even talk about privacy aspects easily. Australians are more open and willing to express their feelings. Second one is low context culture. It means people tend to communicate explicitly. Most messages delivered are put into words and people can be very direct. Last is in decision-making process. Decision is made by all colleagues. They prefer to discuss the issue together rather than be decided by the boss. And then I'm going to introduce the famous products from Australia. First one is Milo. Milo is produced by Nestle. Milo was originally developed in Sydney. It is marketed and sold in many countries around the world. Milo is available as a pre-mixed beverage in some countries and has been subsequently developed into a snack bar and breakfast cereal. Its composition and taste are different in some countries. And next one is Tim Tam. Tim Tam is a brand of chocolate biscuit and available in several countries. A Tim Tam is composed of 2 layers of chocolate malted biscuit and separated by a light chocolate cream filling and coated in a thin layer of textured chocolate.
I am Lin Fangchun. I am going to introduce selling a Taiwanese product to Australia. This is similar and different products. Our product is sweet potato balls. It tastes sweet, chewy, and crunchy. Its cooking method is fried. Maybe you could add some different kinds of powder on it, such as plum powder or cheese powder. We consider sweet potato balls and donuts are similar because donuts taste sweet and chewy too. Its cooking method is also fried, and you could add something on it. For example, chocolate sauce. We consider fish and chips is different from sweet potato balls because one is sweet, the other is salty. And this is donuts. This is fish and chips. This slide is the marketing theory of 4P about sweet potato balls. Our product is sweet potato balls with many flavors, and selling price is about 3.26 to 4.3 Australian dollars, and we will sell it by food stands and tourist attractions such as Sydney Opera House. Our promotions are hand-out flyers, established website and FB pages. The next topic is B2B culture tips. In terms of business mentality, Australians are very straightforward when it comes to business, so they do not need to build relationships for a long time before doing business with you. The decision making will be slower than usually, as the work environment in Australian business culture is collaborative. Don't try to rush the decision. Be patient is very much appreciated. Next is greetings. Greetings are in Australia, greetings are not very formal, so their greetings are casual and relaxed. A handshake and a smile are appropriate. They prefer to use first names even at the initial meeting.
Hello, I'm Cai Xin. Now I want to introduce you the art of conversation. First, start at popular welcome topic. When you start a meeting, you can start with a popular welcome topics include the water sports like AFL and NRL. Anything related to Australia in a positive way is a good conversation starter. Second, advice on topic. When you have conversation with Australia, you need to be careful about some topic, like religion, public, and sex, unless the Australia counterpart bring this up. Also, comments on assets will not be welcome as they often distinguish social classes. Third, colorful language. Note that Australians use colorful language which is other countries may not accept. Next, business meeting and meals. First, punctuality. Punctuality is important. It's better to arrive a few minutes earlier. Second, don't say I'm starved. When you finish your meal, don't say I'm starved. It means you are pregnant. Third, don't recall the subject of business when invited for a drink. If you are invited out for a drink, don't recall the subject of business unless your counterpart does so. Next, body language. Body language is important in every country, so let's take a look. First, strong eye contact. Strong eye contact is very important in Australia. It shows your respect to your speaker or audience. Second, a safe distance between people is an arm's length. When you have a meeting with Australia, the safe distance between people is an arm's length, so don't stay too close or too far. Third, thumbs up gesture is a vague one. The thumbs up gesture is also a vague one, so be careful when you want to express joy or victory. Actually, different cultures have different gesture, so you need to be careful about your body language. Finally, conclusion. Our conclusion is due to Australia are open and they accept foreign culture with high tolerance. So when you want to build a business in Australia, you have to do some research and you are careful about Australia's communication style, business style, and some local habits. Then you are very possible to succeed. And that is our presentation. Thank you for listening.